Okay, so it's been quite a long time since I've posted a video, but this is in response to vinylover95's the fourth vinyl thread. This will be the first response I've done on any of these. Basically the questions are, what are two things that you love about your record store? What are two things you dislike about it? I would say, where I'm at, that there's quite a few different record stores, so it's pretty much each one has its own special little thing that I love about it, and each have its own drawback. That's why that there's, I don't have a particular record store that I go to the most, just because there's, many to go to, and, I can choose, if I go to all of them, then in combination it's beautiful. So really, as far as with liking and disliking, there's not really too much that I would say either or. It's all part of vinyl, is going out digging and not knowing what you're going to find, and that's the best part of it. It doesn't actually have to be, what they have in stock. So, yeah, sorry for kind of dodging that question. Three of my favorite acoustic records, in no particular order. First one, and I hope this doesn't get all out of focus when I hold this up, but the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan this album changed my life. One of those deals. Probably one of the best records of all time, I would be willing to say. Kind of my introduction to Bob Dylan was this particular album. I actually had it on cassette, and it was sort of bought it on a whim, just, hey, it's Bob Dylan, let's listen to it. I've heard some of his other songs, but this was the first one that was the the practical album application of Bob Dylan. I knew his greatest hits, I knew Knocking on Heaven's Door and things like that, but this was the first album of Bob Dylan's that I listened to. Next I have Donovan Fairy Tale, which has colors, Oh Deed I Do, Sunny Goog Street, so it was pretty good, acoustic Donovan early. This is a Korean pressing of it in really very, very very poor quality, just pretty much paper with plastic on the outside of it. So it's a good all-around. It was on red vinyl, orange vinyl, I guess. So that was a treat when I found that. Again, one of those things you really don't know what you're going to get, and you just do it. This one, of course, the 500 Spirits or Layers of the Onion by the Incredible String Band. Great album, just very weird, reaching on psychedelic folk music, so this is a nice little, interesting little tidbit in their canon. I think probably one of their best albums, my favorite at least, even just for the Hedgehog song, which I think is hilarious, but great album, check it out if you don't have it. And the last question, let me just look at my cheat sheet here again. What are three records that you have from separate artists that are somehow linked together? Those three would be, Santana, just grabbed, this is their first album, just grabbed that at random. Surrealistic Pillow by Jefferson Airplane. And how are they linked together? By this album right here, David Crosby, If I Could Only Remember My Name, which pretty much it's a great album. If you're into Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, get it. If you haven't already, I can't even describe how good it is, but it's a very good album. So you have, Paul Cantor, Michael Shreve from Santana, Phil Lesh you got from Grateful Dead, so even another sort of person in there as far as with another line. Grace Slick, of course, Jefferson Airplane. You have Joni Mitchell on this, Neil Young is in this, Graham Nash is in this. So it's really even, honestly, the Terry Garcia down here, Jack Cassidy from Jefferson Airplane, of course. So it's actually even, got Yorma, Bill from, I think I might already said that, from Grateful Dead. But this one is sort of one of those albums that David Crosby kind of connects with everybody. And two artists that I think are like this, especially for 60s music, is Eric Clapton and David Crosby. You can honestly make a connection to anybody, any artist. 6 degrees of separation, like the Kevin Bacon thing. You can do that with any artist to David Crosby or Eric Clapton. One way or the other, they're all connected. So I don't know, hope to have more posts, and it was a lot of fun, something to do on an afternoon here. So thanks for watching. Take care.